Hello? Oh, okay. He got me. He got me immediately. I couldn't even say hi. I couldn't even say hi before I was autoclaved. Is that fair? Is that even right? This is unjustified. But thank you. I was spawn camped. I really was. Man. Anyway, thank you for checking in, Ripco, and thank you for the autoclave. And let's see, who else? Thank you for checking in, Weetabix. Thank you for checking in, Phantom. Thank you for checking in, Carlotus. And yeah, hello, everyone. Hi. We're just drawing today. How is everyone? I had an idea of cute witch costume. Oh, Chris. Sniff, sniff. Sniff that. Oh, I forgot you. Oh, no. Thank you for checking in, Kanto Show. No! No. Okay, I deserved it. I deserved that one. Thanks. I deserved it. Thank you. Cleaning the bacteria? Are you... I wouldn't lick me. I don't know. That's not a good thing to do. I was going to either way, but now I had a reason to. Okay, I wasn't gonna win, I guess. Anyway. Hello, everyone. I just want to draw a cute witch version of me. I sketched the idea just so I kind of knew. I sketched this like an hour ago, thinking like, what do I even want to draw? And I was like, a witch. 39 more autoclaves till 100. Please don't celebrate 100. Actually, maybe we should celebrate 100. I have to get the big autoclave ready before 100. Also, my internet is like spotty. It's so spotty that Spotify doesn't want to be continuous. Stop that. Anyway. Let's do an actual sketchy sketch. And yap while we do that. I don't want to see actually this. I haven't drawn in a bit. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ariel. Hi. Good to see you. I messed with human blood today? Oh, in lab, so cool. I was literally sweating because I was dealing with it as if it was contaminated. As you should. If you're touching blood, you should always treat it like something's wrong with it. Because you would never know and you don't want to be complacent. Oh, it's good to see you. Welcome. Oh, your emote is so cute. I still need to make a high emote for myself. I forget. I tell myself I need to do that, and then it sits in my sketches. I haven't drawn in a bit, so I feel like my wrist isn't ready for this. There goes Spotify deciding to cut out once again. So, your model is so cute and very microbiology based. I love it. Oh, thank you so much. I really like how your model looks too. It's very cute. You've been drawing a lot lately, Chris. I noticed. You were posting your model work in progresses in our Discord recently, and they looked really amazing. It made me want to do some work on my rigging. Kind of inspired me. Hey. No, but like I was beyond flow state, as in like trembling from anxiety when doing the scrub. It's like when you spread the yes. When you spread the blood in the slide with a thingy that looks like a slide but that has text on it is capillary actionable. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's really hard to get that right. You really want to concentrate on it, so you know that's good. That's good. Good job. Honestly, I feel like when I did science, like when I worked in a lab, I had a lot of anxiety for a lot of experiments I did. I don't think I was like really that great at bench work because of that. I would be very anxious and it would be hard for me to concentrate because of how anxious I was. Even with experiments I did so often, it was just hard for me to not be anxious. I think that also comes with my PI. He really wanted results, and I would always go, oh my gosh, if I don't get this experiment right, I'm gonna go to my weekly meeting and cry. And, you know, you don't want to go into your weekly meeting crying. And so then that added, like, more anxiety. What's the name? Is it scrub? We call it big scrub in Portuguese. That's the literal translation. It's... Now I'm blanking on what you actually call it. And doing the scrub, we can just call it the scrub in English now, because I don't know what it's called, or I can't remember the name. Do you miss lab work at all? No. Yeah, smear. A smear. That's like a blood smear. Yeah. That's a good way to... I think that would be what you call it. I don't miss lab work at all. That's, sometimes maybe in a few years I'll miss it, but now it's been roughly 3 years since I've been in the lab, and I can't say I wake up missing it. I want a hat. Which hat right here? A teeny, like, little witch hat. Oh yeah, I would never work in human or zoonosis labs. Too much fear in my bones. Yeah, it's, it depends, I guess, you know. I think you can eventually get used to it if you really liked it. I can't say I liked it enough to ever, like it and get used to it. The lab work I did was primarily animal-based, so, you know, maybe if I was more of a microbiologist in my actual research training, I might miss it more, but I do not miss the animals. I don't miss them at all. I don't know if I want that to be a bacteria over there. I kind of want like a ribbon. A ribbon, and then maybe we put a petri dish on the ribbon. I know it's very hard to tell where my sketches are going. Oh, thank you for the sub, Gren. Oh, yay, 4 months. Let's go. Thank you. Yay. We just got our payout recently, and that money this month went to the American Cancer Society for breast cancer research. You know, so I want to remind you, like, if you sub to me, that money will always go towards some kind of scientific research, because I don't feel very comfortable taking the money for myself, because I can support myself currently, and I'd rather use what we get here as a way to improve science research. That's fair. It's very stressful working with animals. It's very stressful. I can't say I worked with them for so many years. I worked with them for over 5 years. And I never really got used to it. I can be here for like 15 minutes. I'll be gone soon, but wanted to... Oh, thank you so much. No worries. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. Oh, I also did a lab sin. I drank a gulp of water in the lab. Evil Kontosho. You can't do that. No. Though, if you ask honest scientists, I think they've all done the evil. They've done the evil deed. I've had a candy bar in my animal lab. Don't tell anyone. Shh. Shh. It's a secret between me and you. I'm glad my money's going to good cause, but I wouldn't blame you if you took it. If I end up ever taking the money for my own personal funding, I would let you guys know. But for now, I am very comfortable with just donating it. And I think I like teaching people about the different cancer societies that are out there doing good work and could use donations. Not that there's anything wrong with, of course, donating directly to hospitals. I think it's sometimes good to let people know there's options to donate right to like the researchers and help fund their scientific research. Because right now, it's a hard time to get funding. One of my friends ate agar in the lab. They ate agar? Okay, that's a little wild. I haven't been there, but I haven't eaten anything, just a gulp at the end of the day after taking the coat off. Sometimes it's just hard. I think I ate the candy bar because I was feeling the blood sugar, like my blood sugar levels were like dropping way low, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do something, and I just ate it. Don't do that though. It shouldn't be a regular habit. I'm glad my money is going to help people with cancer. Yeah, of course. No, don't call me Richoplasma Nico. No, I am not rich. I'm comfortable living. I'm living comfortably, at least. Science is super expensive as well. It's incredibly expensive. It takes so much funding, and that's why it was also an anxiety-inducing thing for me. I feel like whenever I messed up an experiment, I would really think about how much money I just wasted. Well, I really shouldn't see it as a waste because, I mean, negative results were still something good. But, I mean, knowing that your reagents cost like $1,000 per try, like especially if you're using antibodies, my goodness, it kind of makes you anxious. Otherwise, as an autistic person, I made it clear to my family that if anything were ever to happen, I want my brain to be donated to autism research, and I'm also an organ donor. That's really good for you. That's great. I think I would love to donate my body to science. Though I remember there's that article. It's really morbid and sad, but also the son found out that his mom donated like her body to science after, you know, she passed away, and then it was used, I think, for military for military bombing. Like they just practiced testing it at a military field and bombing it, and he was very mortified that his mom's body was used for that. This Spotify's pissed me off by pausing constantly. I want my brain donated to autism research. I'm about to pause it again. We're gonna sit in silence once again, you guys. I want my brain donated to autism research because I am autistic. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. My religion is too dependent on my body is staying rotting in a very specific way. So I do feel bad for not being able to be an organ donor. I also do think the fact funerary laws are still very much religiously induced. You cannot keep bones or bodies from loved ones. I mean, if you can't do it because of religious reasons, that's perfectly fine. There's still ways, you know, you can do scientific. If you want to contribute to any kind of science. Awkward silence. I know. It's okay. I have to figure out why my internet connection. I don't think it's my internet connection. My computer has been having problems with having videos or music playing. I don't know why. Everything fell apart since I came home and my computer updated itself. It's all falling apart. I want a big poofy skirt. Big poofy skirt. Big poofy witch skirt. I'm hoping to contribute to paleontology when I finish my college education, and you will. I believe in you, Gren. I think you can do, you know, it doesn't have to be an incredible, like, Nobel Prize or no, like, award-winning discovery. You know, every little piece of, little teeny tiny advancement on science is still an advancement in science. Even though big academia will make you think you only are doing great things if you are publishing in the bestest papers of all time. I just want to hope I don't need recognition. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's really hard to, I think science, especially academic science, don't know about. Obviously, this is more related to biomedical sciences. I don't know if how this is in other fields, but biomedical sciences especially, it can be difficult to just help because it's so science is so expensive, and to get money you have to beg the people with money to go, I'm going to cure like the cancers and the diseases, and you have to make these big promises of advancing, doing incredible things, even if you just want to do basic things. That's why it's really hard to do basic science research right now. It was devastating to know that I wouldn't be able to keep a part of my grandmother with me. It's fine if it's cremation, which was what she wanted, by the way, but when people are a body, suddenly it's bad to remove bones. It's very disgustingly hypocritical in a Christian-y flavored way. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that that distinction suddenly is made. That's really unfortunate, though. Sorry you couldn't, like, have a piece of her with you. I want to, like, keep the big sleeves, but make it, like, kind of witchy. Maybe we just do it, like, instead of here, it's like... or maybe we just keep the big sleeves as usual. That looks better. And I want a petri dish right here. I want a petri dish on my waistband. And then beep. Beep, little feet. I made a neck, but I feel like the neck is, like, too much. It's too much for how chibi this looks. So we're gonna get rid of the neck. It's too chibi for all that. I just want to say it's illegal to do parts of a dead one, to have parts of a dead one. Very disrespectful to the body. Interesting. I'm not very familiar with, like, any of these kind of laws. Obviously, it's probably it's, you know, religious and also different depending on what country you're in. I think you can... I don't know if you can have any pieces of a body here. Maybe depends on what part? Question mark? I have, I guess I just only have personal pieces. I have a locket of hair from someone that's passed away. I want more canvas size. Can I get more canvas size? Thank you. Beep, beep. I don't... Man, shoes are always, like, a hard part for me. I don't look at enough shoes to think about what kind of shoes I want. So we're just gonna make boots. We've got little boots. And I want a bacteria guy with also a witch hat. He's also learning the witchcraft with me. Oh, instead of the antibody, why don't we make it like a skull, kind of shaped like a blobby bacteria? Or not a skull. I don't really like the skull. I kind of just want a blobby bacteria here. 2 blobby bacterias. Maybe 3 blobby bacteria pins. Ooh! I know it's not really part of my belief. It's based on a lot of organic. So I believe my grandmother's still in her, but just like how she was in her life, people, it's all these things that are living inside them. You know, it's, I don't think it's, I think it's fine to have those kind of beliefs. It's all, you know, it's what brings us comfort. No judgment. And yeah, so it's unfortunate, you know, you can't, yeah, just like how she was in life, people, yeah. Either way, out of a depressive subject. No, I know, no worries about bringing in depressive things. I mean, I think yesterday we were talking about some depressive things like economic state of the world and job security. So sometimes, you know, it can get a little depressing, but I hope people know they can share their sad things here and there's nothing wrong. Yeah. Don't worry about it, Show. Do you think about making new bacterial OCs? I actually don't. I used to make OCs way more often as a kid. Maybe one day I should do a stream where we go through all my OCs. I have like middle school notebooks full of random OCs, and they're all like, you can tell what my interests, my hyperfixations of like anime, video games, and media were looking at each OC because they're clearly inspired by specific characters. All the bacteria pins, yeah, all the bacteria pins. Like I kind of want like to add like more little doodads in the hair too. And like maybe some doodads on the skirt. I've got to go. D&D starts soon. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you for sticking around, Gret, and thank you again for the sub. Have a good D&D session. Tell us all about it in the Discord. I think you should do new ones. It'd be cute to see what you design. I'd love to do some, like... Well, I had a stream planned before I went on my mini hiatus in September, where I wanted to do some gaijinkas of bacteria. I have some things planned. I hope we can try to do that next month, since I still have the file with like my ideas. Like I wanted to do E. coli and staph. I even like wrote a list. I have notes on what I wanted to do as the design. So we can try to do that again. It will be on the docket when I have time for a Science Friday stream. Okay. Let's do some line art. Gajinkas are cool. They're kind of halfway between human anthros and furry IMO. Yeah, it's kind of like just a fun little mix. I like how, like, I usually like making them it's hard to find the good mix of, it's not boring. I don't want it to just be a human, but I also want it to be like kind of human. I want it to have a lot of the features, like more non-human features, but also look cute. It's hard to strike the balance. When I look at like Pokemon gaijinkas, there's a lot that I'm like, okay, this just looks like a girl with the color scheme of that Pokemon, which is kind of boring. But you know, you do you, people. If you just want to draw Sylveon gaijinka that's like pink, white, and blue, you do that. My headcanon for bacteria anthros is that they infect a species of animal and they look like that animal. Oh, that's pretty creative. I definitely have more of like a human-y look to them, but I mean, that's not a surprise. Is that really that surprising? I also just, I think I really suck at I really, really suck at drawing animals and furries. Like, we start deviating away too far from the humans. I start struggling real hard. If anyone saw my Pokemon drawing stream where we drew random Pokemon from a generator and I had to think about what they look like, it was a struggle. It was a struggle when we got to things that were four-legged. I was like, we were going like, it looks like this. Like my doggies were looking like this. we're not very good at the animals. I can't draw this circle. Hey! I'm gonna get it one of these days. Okay, that's good enough. I don't know about zoonosis, bacteria infections, though. I think I need to focus a lot more on symptoms that are more common knowledge. That's also... I feel like when I was younger, I would be so deep into doing so much research on my, like, when I'm making an OC, I would go so deep. I would have like notebooks of so much information and like really understand the timepiece and like the history and really flesh out their background and try to incorporate all these things into their design. And nowadays I just don't I don't have that energy nor time. It is fun though, I'm not gonna lie. When I go on subreddits, lately I've been going on subreddits like Homestuck because there was a Homestuck pilot recently, and so I've just kind of just been suggested it a lot, and I see so many people making like OCs and RPing, and it's kind of fun to just watch that. And then I go, man, they sure are putting a lot of time into it. I wish I had that kind of time. I have no idea. I'm a dum-dum. You're not a dum-dum, Chris. No, you're not a dum-dum. Very neurotypical. Yeah, you know, it's surely we've all been there. We've all been there, right? I should look up my old Tumblr. I really want to. That's where like most of my OCs are. I'm pretty sure that time period when I was on really active on Tumblr. I don't even remember my old name though. I know like barely anything about Homestuck. I know like a kid gets pregnant with themselves. I think there's a lot. It's really long. Like 8,000 pages. I can't. I read all of it when I was what? Whenever that finished, that must have been like 2015. There might have been more after. I think there actually is more that's been released, but I have not read that. But it's like a very nostalgic comic for me. It was hard to ignore back in the day. It was literally everywhere. Everyone knew about Homestuck. That was the thing. So it was really cool to see that they made the pilot. Though I can't, between me and you guys, I don't really like the pilot. The pilot was not doing anything for me. It was way too fast paced. Though it was cool to see that Toby Fox voiced the character in the pilot. It just, I don't know. Maybe like it was maybe it's because I'm an adult now, so I like watched it and I was like, did I like this? I probably did like this as a teenager. I'm too young to have enjoyed the Homestuck era. I'm probably non-English speaking. I think there was quite a bit of non-English speaking, but yeah, I think it was, at least since I was an American, I only really knew of the English speaking fan base. Probably maybe too young though, because it really, the big internet peak of it was 2013, 2012, and I was a teenager then. It was such a magical like time of being in a fandom. People were making like so much art and they were doing fan songs and music and like their own fan albums and recording and voice acting and blah blah blah. It was really cool. I'm sure that still happens nowadays, but I'm just so... I have not been invested in any kind of media fandom to, like, engage in that. I don't really get into fandoms now. Even when I like a piece of media, I don't find myself drawn to go to a community. I just kind of enjoy the media by myself in peace and talk about it randomly on Twitter or on stream. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I feel like most of my fandoming days were when forums were alive and kicking and Tumblr was big. Now everything feels too fragmented. I don't want to go to a subreddit. I don't want to... You go to a subreddit for a piece of media and it's just fan art. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm here to talk about things. But they don't want to talk about things. So then I get bored. Yeah, I just do show. I show you guys. I go, look. I'm here forcing my fixations onto you guys. I think I've complained about the lack of discussions in fandoms for so many streams. Though lately, I feel like I find that you just have to search subreddits like you gotta escape the main subreddit for different communities. Like I realized the Uma Musume subreddit, it's not my thing, but Uma Musume game, now that's where I like to look at. I like lurking there because there's actually people talking and not just people posting waifu images. Of course, there's nothing wrong with the waifu images. It's just I'm looking to read something. I also just don't feel very compelled to post lately. I feel like I'm so much of a lurker now. I used to be so active and posting and talking, but now I just lurk. I've been spending all my time doing homework and drawing. Do your homework, Chris. You gotta do your homework. Do the homework, not the drawing. You gotta focus on the homework. Love drawing little blob hands. Love that. No, don't run away. No panic. Surely the homework's not that bad. Though, you know, I hate homework. Homework has always been the worst, the bane of my existence. I think I've always super struggled with homework. Something about telling me to do work after school hours just like really got to me. I'm like, how dare you? How dare you make me do additional work on top of the work that I'm already doing in your class? You did? Now I'm drawing? Yay. Congrats. Okay, you can treat yourself to some drawing. Just a little bit of drawing. I need to get back more into drawing. I have these like periods of where I'm drawing like every day, and then I have periods of I'm not drawing at all. I don't even pick up my pen. I don't even think about art. And then I hate those periods because then I come back to the drawing period and I go, well, it's so hard to draw. Why is it so hard to draw? Oh, it's almost like I haven't used this muscle in my brain in so many months. Oh my gosh, it's rough. It's too hard. You gotta do the thing. Who would have thought you have to do something? I did a chibi model that I gave to my favorite streamer. Oh, that's so nice. And now I'm doing emotes for me. Yay, that's so nice. I can't glad that you're doing stuff for yourself. I think that's also important. If you are an artist and if you don't do your own personal art, I think you get really depressed. If you just do art for other people constantly without, you know, indulging in your own personal, like, selfish art, it's not a good balance. Oh, what is that? Kontosho? Also, I don't know. Cochina? I'm gonna guess that that's how you pronounce it. Because the X is always very hard for me to, like, it's not normal English. I get depressed from art due to being bad. Oh, I think that's normal, but you really have to, like, unfortunately, like, push through the depression. Also, I just missed my own thing here. Koshinya. Koshinya. I want to Google that. Oh, fried dough. It's a fried... No. Consists of chopped or shredded chicken meat covered in dough, molded into a shape resembling a teardrop, battered and fried. Oh, that sounds yummy. Oh, hi, B. Hello. It is art time. Thank you. Thank you. It's always so... It's so hard to pronounce words. I am not the best. Is that the word for kitchen? Oh. Oh, it's similar, but not exactly. I'm Spanish, not Portuguese. Ah. Yeah. I know just bits and pieces of Portuguese. Not enough to be, like, anywhere considered even, like, a beginner. Like, I am a noob. I am a big noob when it comes to Portuguese. I also know bits and pieces of Spanish. But also bad at that. Some might say I'm a master of no languages. And then we add the ribbon. Yay! I'm white as hell. I'm Brazilian, white adjacent. I like writing, but man, am I bad at it. I am so bad. But I do like writing. Me speak mucho Spanish. You speak mucho Spanish? That means a lot of Spanish, you guys. In case you didn't know. I'm here for you guys. Bad as in story or calligraphy? Oh, as in, like, do you write, like, is your writing poor or stylistically? Or as in, like, do you write, like, your handwriting is bad? Honestly, mostly motivation. Motivation, yeah. Motivation is... They always say, like, you shouldn't depend on motivation to be the driving force in, like, anything you do, but man, oh man, is that, like, a hard thing? Is that a hard rule to follow? You kind of need to... You're supposed to find other, like, a different driving force, but geez. My handwriting does suck. I can write decently if I get to it. My handwriting is decent, I think. It's readable. People always say it's really childish. Nico. Plasma. It's not that great. I also forget to dot my I's. It's been, like, a bad habit. It gets worse, like, if I'm writing really fast. Like, like, yeah. I, like, turn it into, like, pseudo cursive. Do you heart the I's? No, I just kind of just go, like... I guess it does turn into a heart just because I write it so fast. I do the blob really fast. Like that. I guess that looks like hearts when I go really fast. My handwritings are great. I write everything in caps lock. I hate chemistry due to having to write minuscule letters. Oh my gosh, I really didn't like chemistry either. My chemistry lab book, I feel like it was painful to read because it's, especially when you start doing reactions. Orgo, my organic chemistry notebook, when you're doing like, you're making a bunch of like reactions like that, and like you're doing like O H I, these, like all these like chemicals, they looked so bad in my notebook. Oh, it looked terrible. I think one time a TA was like, you know, you should do better with that. I'm like, I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying. You can still read it. Did we finish? I lined the eyes, just a smaller, chubbier eye atop the eye. Oh, like eye. Or chubbier. Even chubbier than that. Yeah, I just forget to dot them. I don't know why. It doesn't recur to my brain that I need to dot them until I've gotten in trouble for that, because some forms are like, you gotta, like, you know, you have to dot your I's and cross your T's. I'm like, sorry. I once had a professor ask me to type the written assignment. Oh no, that's a sign that it's really bad. That like we're really struggling here. Oh my gosh, you mentioned written assignments. I hated written assignments. Have you guys like had to do? I mean, I guess most people have. It might be more even common now, but whenever we had to do essays written in class, like under a time pressure, I struggled so hard. Not because like it's hard to write the assignment, I just like really struggled to like physically write in the time constraint. I was just like, no, stop. Oh, no, it deleted your message, Caledonia, but I saw it. Thank you. It's you were exclamation pointing too hard. I mean, nobody does yeah, I don't think anyone does it anymore, though I've heard it's coming back in fashion because of AI. Like they need to they have to figure out a way to stop people from using AI to do that, to writing assignments. Oh, thank you, Caledonia. Thank you for stopping by. Glad you were able to see. I only know that they are back to doing written assignments because I saw someone complaining about it, like a person I knew that's a bit younger. I was like, "Whoa, you guys are writing? You guys are writing in class with a pencil again?" Oh, also, paper without lines impossible to write straight because I'm a lefty, so I naturally go downwards, inwards. Oh, I'm not a lefty, but oh my gosh, I really struggle with that. My words will go like, I'm just gonna type, like pretend this it will naturally just start going like this and this and this, and then we're like, suddenly we're writing slanted. I'm sad I missed yesterday, so I'm happy I made it today. Oh, yeah, we missed you. I'm glad that you're able to catch it. We'll have another stream tomorrow too, so you know, yay. I'm really glad to be back. It's been fun already. Just nice to catch up. I also need guiding lines. If you don't give me guiding lines, it's over. I also just will struggle to have it. It will just look bad. It'll look bad. Who gives blank paper to write on? The amount of times I've bought a journal and didn't realize, like, I didn't flip through the book properly, and see that, oh my gosh, there's no lines in here. It's like vibes only that I'm supposed to write perfectly. And then I end up not, I don't end up using it because I go, this is just gonna look ugly and it's gonna ruin everything I'm trying to do. Right-handed people, I generally didn't know y'all just slid your hand while writing. I need to shift my hand everywhere. Is that really how you have to write when you're left? That's crazy. That's sad. That's so hard. I used to write quite a bit of words without reading them. Oh, interesting. I've been, speaking of like handwriting, I've been going like incorporating more handwriting into my life rather than taking notes in, you know, on a computer. When I have anything I need to take a note on at work, mostly because I realize I don't pay attention to when I'm typing something. When I'm typing something, it just goes into my brain and immediately leaves. I just don't remember what I wrote. But if I write it in my journal and tell myself, oh, you need to do this, I go, oh, right, I need to do that. But every time I've opened up sticky notes on my laptop and go, taking notes, click, 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 clack, click, 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 clack, that thing will not get done. I learned wrong and gripped my pencil wrong, and I basically write entirely with my wrist. That's not good. That's a lesson that I don't think a lot of people got. I know a lot of people who have poor handwriting, they just hold their pencil really wrong. But nobody taught them that they were holding their pencil wrong, and it's too hard for them to kind of shift that. And so now they just grip it and it hurts. And it's like, well, no wonder it hurts. You're not supposed to write like that. Typing is a lot easier, not at all automatic, basically an organ to me. Typing, it's so simple. It's almost too simple and makes my brain, I just can't concentrate. And it's funny, I was trying to also take notes on my iPad, but even writing on the iPad wasn't still sticking. It wasn't until I picked up a pencil and paper and I was like, yeah, I got it. Might be like a placebo effect of thinking I'm being very productive by writing a physical checklist rather than a fake note that was in an electronic notebook that can get deleted just like that. Hi, Beppo. Hi. I hold my pencil in a way that hurts my middle finger, but only if I write for too long. I used to hold my pencil like that too. And as a kid, okay, I did some really stupid things. I would if you know, when you would buy games, they would have game manuals and they'd have little lore and story in a lot of the JRPGs. And I would just look at that and then I would write it in my notebook just because I don't know. It just was fun to feel like I was writing a cool story by just taking the words that were already written from something I liked. And I would do that. But the way I held my pencil when I was that young, it was really bad. And I would get bruises and blisters on my middle finger because it was just pushing right onto the pencil was pushing right onto it. Someone tried to teach me my fine motor skills at the time were so bad, I found another way. That's also true. I think if there's some brain motor skills there that can get in the way of writing, and I know some people, they have to get accommodations for exams because of that, because writing hard. Okay, I think the line art is as good as we're gonna get it. I like how it looks. It's very cute. I can't wait to color it. But we're probably not going to be able to color it today because I only have the hour. So we're going to be wrapping it up right now. I'm going to post this in a bit, though. I'll finish coloring it tonight when I have a bit more free time. Writing physically is also a bit of a hassle when compared to writing keyboard. I think that's a big part, plays a part in it. You have to endure writing with your hand, but typing the keyboard is like monkey brain doing transhuman. It's a good way to put it. Yeah, I think the fact that there is so much barrier and it really forces your brain to think about it. Like, you have to think about all these letters that you're just writing and tracing the shape of, and then that really gets into your brain, rather than I hit A button and A button, it says A now. I basically hold the pencil between my index, middle, and thumb like a tripod sort of thing. I think that's kind of what you should... now I'm like, you know, like when they like say that you get too focused on something you do automatically. Now I'm like, do I hold a pencil right? I'm looking at my tablet pen and I don't know if I'm holding it right now. Yes? I think so. I think I got it. Yeah, that's what kind of what I do. It is kind of like a tripod. I think it's just a matter of how far you put your, like, where you position your fingers there too. Yeah, it's just not the right shape. When I was younger, I would rest it on my ring finger, which really you should not do that. It really hurt. I press the thumb against the middle and the tip of the index on top of it. Yeah, yeah, that's like what I do. I think. I don't know. Now I think I'm just copying everyone else what they're doing because my brain can't think of what I automatically do. Now I'll never hold a pen a right way because I'm just gonna be subconscious. I'm gonna be thinking about how I'm holding it. I'll be next week. I'll probably remember. Oh, actually, I pinch thumb, index, and rest that on the middle thumb. Is that it? Okay, I think that sounds like what I do. I'm like writing until my brain forces me to adjust. Yeah. I'd make a little pinch. It doesn't rest on mine. It sticks straight up between the bottom of the three. Oh, weird. Okay, I can see how that causes a problem. I didn't take a pencil. I know, it's really hard to like think about it in my brain. It's not, I can't, I'm like, what? I'm holding a pencil and I'm like, what? What am I doing? I'm using the pads of all three. You're using the pads. Okay, now I get it. That's really weird. That's evil witch Nico. Yeah, it's evil. What if I do... This is for you, Chris. Hold on. There you go. I use the boards of all my fingers? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Everyone's holding their pen weird. Maybe, you know, if we all hold our pen weird, is it really that weird? So it's all wrist. I think the wisp... Yeah, it does robot hands, like a wrench. The pads... Oh, you hold it with the pads of all your fingers. Oh. Strange. Sorry, I'm just like experimenting with all your different ways you guys are talking about. Interesting. Okay. I could be here all day now. I could be here all night doing this, but I think I have to wrap it up because I need to get going. I've got responsibilities, microbial responsibilities. You know how it is. So thank you for sticking around. Tomorrow, we have a spooky game. I think we're going to play No, I'm Not a Human. Oh, Phantom! How dare you? Okay, I deserve that. So I know that you didn't get that. You didn't get the autoclave last time, so you know you got me. You got me. Chopsticks made me realize how much I was wrong. Oh yeah, I think that's a big part of like how if you're holding it wrong, you'll really feel it with chopsticks. New pair social level unlocked. I have the same pencil holding as my favorite streamer. New level. I know I'm not a human. I love that game. I really like the demo, so I'm really excited to play the game. I haven't spoiled myself of watching the full game yet, so I'm excited to do that. It's not the spookiest game, but you know, it's kind of creepy vibes. Creepy, spooky vibes, so I think we'll have fun. Time to stop procrastinating and get back to homework. I'm still probably not gonna do it. Do your homework, Lotus. I'm gonna... hold on, before I go. Do your homework. Okay, and everyone else who's lurking and not doing homework, you should do your homework too. Okay, I'm gonna head out. I'm also gonna try to figure out what's wrong with my music, so we're not sitting in awkward silence again. Anyway, bye. Bye, 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 bye. My Kanto show, bye.